Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Baron here. We're going to be driving out the T-28. Now, I was using stock rounds, and let's check them out. They have a penetration of 30 millimeters at 100 meters, which is generally the ranges I would, between 100 and 500 I'm expecting to be in. So 20 to 30 millimeters is just unacceptable. We need something a little better. We did just now open up, after one game, the new rounds, right? So we have armor-piercing, high explosive with ballistic cap. I mean, those things are pretty much going to be beast mode right here. So we don't need high explosive, anything. We just need all of that. So let's go to battle. This should be a good game, assuming I play somewhat intelligently. We're no longer the stock T-28. And this is a tank that I called the Magic School Bus when I was playing World of Tanks, because it's just so long and got a really high silhouette. It just seems as big as a bus. So I'm headed towards A and C, and it looks like someone is already at A. I would imagine he's got to be one of the quicker Panzers, or maybe even a BT-7, as those tanks are incredibly fast. I'm actually pretty surprised. He must have taken right to the road, zoomed up there. So nice little snatch right there. Oh, he got taken out. He was a BT-7. And they are taking C right now. So as long as I don't get shot at by any ZIS-30s, this stretch of the road right here is a little open, especially if they have, you know, snipers and good tanks with penetration. I actually just saw someone rolling around on that. And we just got shot at here. They've taken the heights of C. And we're going to follow Balam here. Going to get up nice and close. A spot they like to kind of hang out at is right to the left or right of that bunker. Yeah, you can kind of see. Looks like a BT-7. And it was. Look at that. So that is what the new rounds in the T-28 can do. Since this is 76.2, it's the biggest gun on the CBT as far as the level 1s are concerned right now. The T-34 was removed from testing purposes. I think it was, I don't really expect it to kind of change tiers. I do kind of expect that the T-34, okay, this guy's getting shot at, will stay in, but I'm expecting it and kind of hoping that it has a battle rating that is just so high you get majority, you know, okay, here we go. Yeah, this thing's basically one shot once you get these rounds, but this is a very vulnerable tank. I mean, I cannot tell you how dramatic the difference has been since I've upgraded the shells. I probably played 2 games and only got, you know, maybe 1 kill in each between 2 tanks. And that's kind of the way this game's going to go. World of Tanks, you see how with each tank you can upgrade the, so that's a Panzer 38TA. That's a pretty weak tank. He's got a 3.7. And assuming he doesn't have, oh, and we got a T-28 up there, yikes. Whoa, hello friend. Alright, whatever this is, it's bouncing. BT-7. Yeah, that I automatically moved my periscope away because I knew. Oh, I tried to get him in his hop. I saw Fly do a really epic kill the other day. By hopping down and shooting a Stug. If you haven't seen it, you gotta check it out. Alright, so what? Yeah, 4 kills already? T-28, man. But, yeah, what I was trying to get at was World of Tanks, it's all about upgrading your gun, right? Well, I think in War Thunder here, don't kill me. Oh, don't, gotta get out of the way. Nice. There's the ace. This T-28's a beast. I mean, these rounds are basically like, it's got everything in it. It's like the armor-piercing incendiary tracers. You know, when you have planes. We got someone hiding behind that bunker. We got a BT-7 up there. It's time to do a little sniping with the 76.2. I think we'll shoot at this guy because we can see him. Oh, he's dead. I thought there was a guy... Logs, man. Tell you what, at distance... Oh, hello. You showed your cards. Now that was weird. Okay, Fred. So we got taken out. 5 kills. This 30 though. But see, that's the thing. This is high risk, high reward, especially once you got those new munitions. It's so big. It's an easy target for most anything, really. And it's not very well armed, despite its size. It'd be kind of cool. It is technically a multi-turreted tank. You can see right there those 2 machine gun turrets in the front. This thing has 4 machine guns. You have a coaxial mounted machine gun in the front there, and it kind of makes this nice flat spot, which I would guess is a weakness. Is that an enemy right there? Oh, there we go. First non-1. There's a penetration right there. Target's undamaged. Well, look at that. If he hits me, this is not good. Woohoo! Alright, Fokker. Nice knowing you, friend. So, it's all about the upgrading of the ammunition. This tank is a dream with those armor-piercing, high-explosive, composite rigid. Or was it ballistic cap? It wasn't. I don't think it was composite rigid. I think it was ballistic cap. Yeah, you can tell by the structure it's not a composite rigid, which kind of has that, you know, arrow tip like front. So bounced ourselves a shot. That is low profile. Oh, it's not. Guy behind him. Well, look at that. He's got a pretty good fire rate. Wow. So we're not able to knock him out. There it is. Look at him blow up too. It's beautiful. That guy's slanting himself pretty well. We could take a hit, but our horizontal drive is taken out, so we're gonna have to charge at this point. Oh, hello! Oh, I was hoping to knock him out. That's actually not good for me. Now our loader's also derped. Bounced it though. Okay, we need our X to hover over this guy. Undamaged. Well, 7 kills. We'll hop in another one with the T-28, but let's stop and take a look after this battle's over, and I'll talk to you about some key issues with this game. Alright, so we're in our garage here, or hangar, whichever you prefer. I think they're kind of synonymous. Of the tanks available right now, you have the ZIS-30 with its 57mm. This is the best in terms of penetration all around, but in terms of the largest gun, the T-28 has that with its 76mm L10 cannon. And when you look at the rounds, what we were just using were these armor-piercing, high-explosive ballistic cap shells. So that means they've got pretty good penetration, as you can see right there, 65mm at 100-meter distance, and then they're high explosive. Those AP-HE rounds, while they may not have as much penetration as, like, say if we had another selection, one with greater penetration, it's kind of a trade-off. Do you want the better penetration, or do you want the fact that when you do penetrate, you basically have almost an instant kill, right? So the T-28 has actually gotten a lot more testing time since the T-34 has been taken out. It's been pretty fun to try it out, and you can see here basically with these rounds being at the 2nd level, you know, you can get to a really, you know, a much better level of combat effectiveness as a result of that. I'm trying to get the add-on armor next. Just had a pretty good game though, so I would imagine we'd be able to upgrade all of this. But with World of Tanks, you were upgrading your guns. Now it's upgrading your munitions. There are some that have a great number of munitions. Let's see. This is only 1 extra round, which would give you 3 total. I think some of the Germans have a couple different rounds to unlock. Yeah, here we go. So you have the 40/1s, which are armor-piercing composite rigid, pretty good penetration. Then you have the Panzergranat 40s, which are also armor-piercing composite rigid, and they upgrade even more penetration power. And you see the projectile mass, and it's cool that it shows the muzzle velocity. Here you have 1050, and then here the muzzle velocity of 1005. The projectile mass is also a little smaller, so I'd imagine you're kind of trading off a little of your hitting power, but you're able to penetrate a little easier. Now let's look at the Stug. Where are you, Mr. Stug? There you are. These are high explosive anti-tanks. So you look at it, it's got the same penetration no matter what distance you're firing at, because I would imagine these probably are shaped charges. Generally high explosive anti-tanks are, which would explain why no matter the distance it has the same penetration. And look up shaped charge if you're not too familiar with it, but basically it's about, once it hits, an explosion happens, and the shell is shaped, or the charge is shaped in a way to push an explosion almost, you know, in a line, or basically forward. So we're gonna hop in and try to get another T-28 battle to show off, but this kind of goes to show, when you look at it, these extra munitions are where it's at, and then I imagine in the future they would open up even more. But if there's a tank and it has 2 different gun systems, you'll have 2 different tanks, as you can see here, Panzer III and Panzer F. There's not just one Panzer III, you know, or the fact that these 2 could use the same guns. So World of Tanks had upgrade guns. This one, it's upgrading munitions. So somewhat similar there, but let me know which one you enjoy more, and we'll hop in another T-28 game. Back with the T-28, which basically goes from 0 to hero. When you go from these rounds, which are just... Are those shrapnel shooting? What? You're shooting shrapnel rounds at first? Wait a minute. That's fishy. Anyway, 0 to hero with this bad boy. So we're taking out the good rounds. Basically have high explosive and shrapnel rounds only available to you at first. So let's see, where do we want to go? We'll go spawn point 1. We got a forced camouflage. We're taking out the good old magic school bus. Got some T-28s all sniping. Oh man, some things just like never change, man. Got a T-26 BT-7. Looks like this battle... Alright, this BT-7 needs to be removed. I volunteer. Jean-Claude Van Damme. At this distance, alright, he pulled away though. Ha! Get airstrike. That sucks. That sucks. Alright, well we got one more, so let's see what we can do with it. Hopefully not get airstriked. There's going to be tanks, but I tell you what, I think planes will still remain supreme. Alright, we got to get out of here before that I-15 comes back. We've established air superiority. Got a ZIS-30 here shooting away. We go down this road. Mel Fargo, there he is, Mel Faro. Mr. Ground Attack Extraordinaire. So with our armor-piercing, high-explosive rounds, let's see what we can do. I'm surprised we didn't take out Jean-Claude. Hit him twice. Must not have had, you know, at those distances, the penetration wasn't enough. Doesn't have the best penetration, but when it does, that's the key thing. We will rock. So we got a nice cavalry tank here leading the charge. And there's the BT-7. Oh wow. That was pretty cool. Then that whole wrecking thing, right now, that'll be fixed. One of us should have gotten credit. It's like if someone shoots you and you just crash. If you did critical damage, the guy who shot you before you crashed gets the kill. These sneaky camouflaged rocks. Sneaky rocks. So this 30 is something we'd have to be worried about. And there's one right here. Yeah, this is, once you get the rounds, you know, at I guess medium to short distances, it's point, shoot, kill, which is pretty awesome. So there's C. It's just too fast for our probably hand-cranked turret here. Are we capping C? Yeah. I have a friend capping C. Could use some air support. If we had a... Ooh, here we go. May have ourselves... Brawl. May have to pop up. There's two ZIS 30s and a BT-7. Come on. This could be pretty good. We got hit. Commander's wounded. ZIS 30 saw us. We peeked up, but we did get out of there. So we'll go back. And we weren't able to take out that BT-7, which is unfortunate. Got a friendly BT-7. There's a lot more BT-7s going into play. Alright, that's a T-60. Ooh. That's a T-28. Missed my shot. Alright, yeah, it's definitely time to retreat. Horizontal. Tell me you're not done. Ooh, that would have been bad. T-28 looks like he's taken out. That's this 30 though. BT-7's doing work. Friends, take it out. We shouldn't have done this, guys. We shouldn't have done this. And he's dead. So, there's nothing left for us to do. And kill. Couldn't do it anyway. So let's get some cap points. The death sentence. Now, I think you should be able to repair these types of things. I mean, it's just too destructive. Like, yeah. It sucks. It sucks so bad. This BT-7's got a couple tank kills. Given his insignia there. Got a T-60 firing off. That's good. Is that an enemy T-60? It is. We're gonna go bum rush him. Hopefully he doesn't detrack us. Because there's really nothing else we can do. T-28. My vertical drive's taken out too? Yeah, that's a plane crashing me. So everything's dead. Oh, the inhumanity. This tank's like just a walking coffin right now. Yeah, that T-60 just took out a BT-7. Let that be a lesson for all of us. So I'm gonna charge. Ooh, tracks damaged. Tanking. See at our level? Because horizontal and vertical are taken out. Let's see if we could use this hill maybe. Get up there. Nope. And then there's this 30. Yikes. Charge. We will not be defeated. We will go down gloriously. This thing can take a lot more damage than I thought. So only one kill there. Airstriked. And then the death sentence of when your horizontal and your vertical targeting abilities are gone. So what are your overall opinions on the T-28? I'm a fan of it. It's high risk, high reward at tier 1. It's just so big. But that 76.2 with the armor piercing, high explosive ballistic cap, it's just pretty impressive. You saw that other gameplay of what it can do. And upgrades are pretty, they've changed it right now. So I think on that CBT where you can pretty much have a decent experience and then buy almost everything. We'll get artillery support, why not? And suspension. But what do y'all think? I'm a big fan of it. Big fan of it right now. We are in a fierce battle right here. And we got him with the T-28. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Baron here. So we're going to be testing the fire rates of the different 20mm armed tanks on the CBT right now. We have 2 Panzers and the T-60, as well as the Flak Panzer. So let's check out the Panzer IIF's fire rate. Alright, so now we have the T-60, which is armed with a 20mm TNSH auto loading cannon.